Welcome, friends of the Greasy Shop Rag. I'm coming to you today from in front of my toolbox at work, and we're going to do a toolbox tour, or maybe I should say a tool box tour. The reason I say it that way is because 3 of the 6 pieces that make up this toolbox were built by me, so it's pretty unique, and I think it deserves its own tour. So if you're expecting to see what brand screwdrivers I was running, or what kind of wrenches I got, or what brand sockets I'm using, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. So let's take a look. What we have here is 108 inches across and 90 inches high. There is a US General 72, US General 26, and a US General side locker. And the upper cabinet, hutch, and triple rack I built myself. So let's take a closer look at what we got here. First thing you might notice is that the trim on the US General pieces is been blacked out. I think that looks pretty decent like that. It's just actually standard electrical tape, and it hasn't been peeling or anything for quite a while now, so I'm pretty happy with that. Right away you'll notice also that there's a running board in front of my toolbox. Well, I need that running board so that I can reach all the way to the top back shelf in the cabinet up there. This thing's been working out pretty good. This is a stock GM running board. I've welded this 3-inch wide by 1/2-inch thick piece of steel to the factory mount, and that's welded to a 1/4-inch thick 9-inch wide plate steel that's sandwiched between the box and the caster all the way from the front to the rear. We've had 3 monkeys standing on here, and the thing doesn't even flex. The toolbox would tip over before that thing's going to give. So I got that going for me. As far as the 72 goes, one of the biggest complaints about these things is they squeak when you do this. Well, mine doesn't squeak anymore because I riveted all the slides. In the back there's a rivet. You can find videos on it on the YouTube, how to do it. I think I made one myself, and it eliminates the squeak. And I know it's kind of bullshit to have to modify a brand new box just to get it right, but when you think about how much a brand name box costs compared to what I paid for this US General, I'm not complaining. Looks like you got a little smudge right there. Let me get that for you. Is that better? Alright. So the other thing about these drawers on here is they have a latch system that I don't like. Right here you're supposed to slide a piece over, and then this latch pulls in and you can pull the drawer open. You can only do it from this one position, so it's kind of silly. I took a 5/16 nut and jammed it up in there into the open position, and it holds them like that. It works really good. And then you'll notice that these drawers just kind of pull right in on their own, and that's because, let me just pop this open here real quick for you. Bear with me. On the back of each drawer I've added these magnets here. Those magnets then just kind of pull them right in. It's been working really good. I got no complaints about that. Again, you can find videos that I've done or other people have done on how to do that for your own box. Speaking of magnets, this here is a standard 18-inch Harbor Freight magnetic tool holder, and I just welded a piece of steel to it to create a divider. And that divider's not going anywhere. It works really good. It's a simple little project you can do on your own. Last thing we're going to talk about is the power drawer that I added. And you can find a separate video on this on my channel as well. Basically, it is a drag chain inside this channel that allows a power wire to come in from the back of the box through the drag chain into this power strip. And if I grab a flashlight, you'll be able to see there's the chain right there. The wire's inside the chain, and it just rolls out as we pull the drawer open. That's been working really well. I guess the next thing we could talk about would be this hutch. It used to sit on top of a 40-inch US General box. That's why it's the size that it is sitting on top of here. But it started with this panel. I found it was a weird looking filing cabinet thing someone had set up by the curb to throw away. And it had this door on it. And I basically built a hutch around this door because I had it. This thing works really nice. So I have this electronic keypad in here. Put in the code. It unlatches the door. I can get in here, that I can grab my keys to unlock the rest of the toolbox. I don't have to carry keys home with me. Inside this hutch, you know, I've got pegboard all around for all my crappity crap. I have another power strip up here, Bluetooth speaker, a powered USB hub, and some office kind of crappity crap. The main reason for the hutch was so I had a place for the laptop. This whole side of this rail is open so that all these cords could pass through there. And it pretty much sits like this all the time. Rarely I need to open this up and do something that I couldn't do just from the keyboard. So in a nutshell, that's the hutch. To the right of the hutch, we have a US General 26-inch top box. Did the blackout trim, did the magnets. This right here is a piece of fascia that I added. The stock lid has been taken off because I would never have been able to open a lid up into this cabinet. But before I built this cabinet, I wanted the lid to be the same height as the side locker, and in order to do that, I had to put a lift kit on the thing. Well, if I was going to raise it up to make it even, I figured I might as well make something useful out of it. And this slide-out drawer is quite useful. It's been working really good for me. Nice heavy-duty top. To the right of the 26, we've got a standard US General side locker. I added lighting to it, this in the form of this adhesive backed LED lights. Those strips run all the way around, and you can see there is not a dark corner in this thing. I ran a piece of steel across the bottom here, and I've got lights behind it to help light up this section. It's been working really well. I put a proximity sensor right here and added this little piece of angle on the door. So when I close the door, the light goes out. It's been working pretty good. Pretty simple stuff, but sometimes it's that simple stuff that really makes the difference, you know. Here's another one. I had this set of Craftsman nut drivers laying around that I never use these nut drivers. I mean, I just put a socket on a nut hand, or well, I don't know what you call it, 1/4-inch handle, before I would grab a nut driver. So I bastardized them and made a coat rack out of it, and now I'm using these more than I've ever used them before, and I'm pretty happy with that too. On the left side, we have what I have been calling the triple rack, and let me give you a look-see at what we got here. So this is a slide-out panel, and the whole door slides out with that panel. And then we can just fold that door right in. I got a magnet that holds it in that position, and then close it. We got a little pocket door. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 panels. You know, I got all my tools on there. On this one I have cans. Yeah, I'm not going to go through this whole thing. You guys have seen this before, but it's been working out quite well. The amount of cubic or square, square inches of storage space on those panels equals this section right here of this box. It's really opened up what I can do. You know, if I were to have all of this stuff in a blow molded case in one of these drawers, it's such a pain in the ass. Them blow molded cases, not a big fan at all. So that's what I've been calling the triple rack. The last piece is this cabinet on top. I'll find my key here. We got some pretty good size to it. So right away you'll notice it's pretty light in there. I used the same LED adhesive back strips. You know, I got the switch right here. These lights underneath this piece of angle iron right here are on the same switch as the upper cabinet. And those lights are actually illuminating these drawers. Let me just turn that light off for a second. Back up here. You can see the difference. It's huge. And it's not just this top drawer. I mean, all the way down. It lights it right up. Oh, that's been working out pretty good. And you know, well, all these projects here, I mean, if you're watching this channel, you're a gearhead, right? Either that or you just can't get enough of this pretty face. But most likely you're a gearhead. And I mean, just get an idea in your head and build the stuff. All this square tube on here, all the square tube that I used to make this was all scrap. I just took the time to here's some scrap I got stored yet. You know, just find the pieces, gather them up when you got enough to build your project, and then go for it. At least that's the way I work. It's been working pretty good. Okay, we got the monitor here in the cabinet. It's just sitting on a standard wall mount, so I can angle it either way. Behind the monitor I have a printer. I got some personal clothing and stuff like that. You know, I do a lot of stuff here besides just standing around in the shop. So if I get a wet foot, I got an extra pair of socks or whatever. This section right here is it's kind of bullshit. It's not really finished. I got the mini fridge on this side. I got my foam knee pad over here, and then I got a parts area right here. Slide this out. I can slide out my drawer. Works really nice. Here's the other thing that's kind of nice. You know, I don't have this lid on here, I told you. I just got this fascia. So I left a hole in the floor of the cabinet, and now I got a little secret storage area back there. I think my battery just went dead. I might have a little bit left. So, you know, I got that going for me too, my little secret storage area. And future plans include maybe filling in this spot right here with a slide out rack that, you know, I can put my office supply crap in there instead of having it buried in the hutch. Thinking about some kind of bumper system on the corner of the side locker. I probably don't need a bumper system on this because this is 10 gauge steel, 1 square tube, pretty decent. I do have this spot right here. Yeah, I kind of purposely left it like that because I know it can be a future project. I don't know what kind of future project, but I have the space to make something there. So if you got any ideas, let me know. I think that's really all I got for you on the tool box tour. So thanks for watching. Later.